architects and construction people when it comes to leveraging 3D models. It is amazing to me that many people can build a building these days. But nowadays, what they're trying to do is do the same kind of, single digital model, simulation, visualization on a building that we've been doing on equipment and machinery and cars and airplanes for a long time. And so the idea is, you have your concept design, you do analysis, simulation, fabrication, you've got to, maintain and manage the building. All that can happen with our Revit product and some additional products. But what's in the building? I mean, I bet a bunch of you build things that go into buildings. I mean, we've got Kone here in the UK as a big customer. There's just tons of content that is created by manufacturing customers that ends up in a building. And so the guy making the building does not want to have to model that. And the person making the escalator, the elevator, the chiller, the doors, the windows, they want their models in the building because then they're hoping they're going to be, actually purchased when the real building is built. So we've built an interchange between Inventor and Revit. And in this case, we'll use this tank here. We do use a new shrink wrap capability and create a simplified model that just contains sort of the externals, none of the intellectual property, and it's nice and lightweight for Revit. And we add metadata because this needs to be intelligent. It needs to know how to hook up to the systems in the building. So this could be a light, it could be a tank, it could be a chiller, it could be any number of things. And when you get it over into Revit, you can lay it out, use it as a piece of content, and then hook it up in an intelligent way to the rest of the building. So we're starting to see Revit customers demand BIM-ready content. We're also starting to see our customers who make things that go into buildings really try to push the envelope and deliver this content as a way to differentiate themselves. Because even if you were to go and do the rendering of the building and everything, you can get all these components to look, as natural and photoreal as you can in Inventor in Revit. So it's really offering people ability to work together in a way that they haven't been able to before. So another new area that we've been working on has to do with product documentation. As we visit customers, we're always looking for what's a problem we can solve that hasn't been solved effectively yet. And we see this as definitely one of them. Whether it's an instruction manual to put together a chair or some toy you get your kid for Christmas, none of those things are ever 100% accurate because they're all created in some manual way, completely disconnected from the actual 3D data. Or assembly instructions. How do you show someone in a very intuitive way how to put something together? Maybe that person is down the hall, maybe that person is around the world. But how do you improve this kind of communication in a way that's not a huge burden to the engineering team? So we've been piloting this product. There might be a couple of you in the audience who've used this. There was one in the front. So there's another one in the back. So this is going to be called Inventor Publisher, and it allows you to do interactive product documentation. We've started with assembly instructions, so it's very easy when you bring the Inventor data in, it knows how to explode it, and you can make a movie that shows how to put this thing back together. So you've got all different frames that you can animate, you can add comments, you can have total control of how this movie is going to unfold to show someone how to put together what you just created. You can put these on your website, for example, you can create a flash output here, put it on a website to show your customers how to do some, servicing maybe of the components, or you can, leverage it with manufacturing. There's all kinds of things that you can leverage this for. And this is just the beginning. Right now it's focused more on 3D, but over time, there's all that 2D documentation that we want to work on as well. So we're still making the movie here. You can add any kind of comments. And now you play the movie, and it will show people exactly what you wanted them to do with all the components you just gave them. So this is another place where we think it will help internally, but also we can help with external customers when they're trying to service or understand what it is they've got and how they put it together. So we talked about fast design iterations and things we're doing to make people more productive so they can be more creative and be really kind of intimate with their 3D model, not having to worry about the software getting in the way. We talked about making better decisions with simulation. We talked a little bit about some of the applications you have today that are very purpose-built for things like routed systems, for mold design, and then how you can communicate better with your customer. So I hope you came up with something out of all that content that you could probably take home and use in your own organization to start driving some affordable innovation. So I want to thank you for your attention. Hopefully you got some value out of this, and I would love to hear more from you, Symetri team, on where you're going to take some of this.